You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, we are YBM Chat Podcast. Instagram at YBM Chat. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts at YBM Chat. Hey, it's Dashia D.
It's your boy Tre'Dub.
Hey, it's Cassondra.
It's your girl, LadiiNova.
And we are
YBMC. Okay.
Alrighty. Young Black millennials offering you a fresh take you didn't know you needed.
So, listen. Y'all and this dang on Popeye chicken sandwich.
So we just go hot straight into the boy.
Cause boy, girl, everybody just yee. Like I personally haven't had the Popeye chicken sandwich yet. Of course, I've had the Chick-fil-A one before since it's been out forever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I personally like the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Again, I haven't had Popeyes yet, so I don't know. Have you guys had it?
No. I mean, I've had Chick-fil-A, and I love Popeyes. If I'm gonna get like a quick, I don't like churches. I would never go to church. I know that's not a part of the argument, but ill.
Biscuits is lovely though.
But y'all that don't know, Church of Chicken is a very ratchet chicken place. Most of the time, it's like mostly in the South. I don't think I've ever
greasy.
I don't think I've ever seen it outside of like South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia. I don't think I've ever seen outside of those four places.
But all that to say, like, I like Popeyes for their chicken, and I like Chick-fil-A for their sandwiches. I have not had the sandwich, but I've heard mixed reviews. Some people say it's really good, and some people say it's good, but your stomach going to be mad at you.
Yep. Get that all Popeye shit.
So yeah, if you want to take that chance.
So reversing for a second, so everybody know what boy/girl ye is. It's pretty much things that we is happening and that we either agree with or it's just like pointless to even talk about. So it's just one of those. I would say a name, but like Hot Tops. If y'all don't know who does that, then I don't know what to tell y'all. But moving forward, I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, and I don't care. I am Black, and I do not eat Popeyes. So I won't be rushing to spend my little dollars at Popeyes for no sandwich.
Girl, please don't feel bad. I had Popeyes one time ever in life, 2 months ago, and the way I was on that toilet was horrible. So I said never again. Never again.
A piece of information you could have kept.
I wanted to let Megan know that she was not the only one.
Never again.
No.
And I just think it's funny because everybody's making a big deal out of it and people can't like that.
I just think it's sad though.
I mean, it is, but it's like, really, what's the point? Like, you know how many places have chicken sandwiches? I'm forever going to go to Chick-fil-A.
And then, like, you heard that Chick-fil-A has the macaroni now. You know what I mean? Have y'all tried that? And people were saying that it's macaroni, like, everywhere has it. But I think because everybody hyping it up. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go to a chicken place for macaroni. So I feel like it's all the same thing.
It's like a regular restaurant mac and cheese, Easy Mac. And it almost seems like they put Mac in the oven to burn the top to trick you. But it's not that good.
They put a little burn at the top.
But it just was not, no.
I just looked at it and it was like, no, ma'am.
No, we'll pass.
Some macaroni from Chick-fil-A.
But in other news, because what y'all are distracted by, standards and deal breakers. So when it comes to a relationship, guys, what standards do you have? Like, what are you looking for in a person?
Or whatever.
I think my biggest thing was I would never make somebody have a standard that I didn't have. So I wouldn't, especially like when I was in college, I was broke. I had no money, no car, no nothing. I wouldn't require that of somebody else. Like, oh, you got to have your own job. You got to have your own car. You got to live by it on your own. Because if I don't have that, I can't expect you to have that either. But we're going to work toward it. So the fact that you're in school with me, we're doing this together. But
started from the bottom, now we here.
yeah.
But how long are we going to stay there?
Let's see.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Dashia D, what are your standards?
Oh,
my
Lord.
God, y'all! If y'all could see this paper in her hand.
All right, and I'm going to read it.
She did a whole segment dedicated to herself on this damn list. Go ahead.
All right, so they need to be passionate about their career and in love. They put in equal effort. Trustworthy, honest, book and street smart. We can have fluid conversations.
Oh, you like them ghetto?
That doesn't mean ghetto, but just get them tensed up when they see a car ride by. They're self-aware. They have healthy family dynamics. Similar sense of humor. What else do I have? Accepts me just for who I am. They enjoy traveling. They enjoy similar entertainment. Embraces and celebrates Black culture. They're family oriented. Desires marriage. Creative or artistic. Thoughtful, down to earth. And accepts that we are equal.
Wow.
See, that was simple.
I feel like it was more.
I was about to say that a
wanted to be
synopsis
gracious.
because I feel like that's less than what you wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Because some of them I like explained what I meant, but I didn't feel the need to do that unless y'all had questions. Then.
I got you, shorty. So for me personally, I value respect in a relationship. Like, if we communicate and we talk about exactly what we're doing, I think everything would just flow so much easier, and just respect what we have. If we're going to say that we are this or whatever, if we're together or whatever, then respect that, So yeah, and honestly, go back to what Cassondra said about people that value money with their significant other, whatever. Since living in Atlanta, I've realized so much people that actually value that when finding their significant other. Like, they have to have money, they have to have a big ass house and all kind of crap like that. And I'm like, in my mind, is it really everyone in Atlanta? But yeah, me personally, I definitely like someone who is funny, who has a good sense of humor, someone that's more chill than me. I prefer to be with someone who kind of be a homebody, but still will go out if the situation demands it. But yeah. So yeah, other than that, I just really value respect. As far as deal breakers go, or we talk about that later.
Yes, we can.
Okay, well, I'm done now.
As for me, my standards are pretty simple. One, communication. If we can't talk about things, about what's going on in a relationship, stuff like that, and everything just closed off, then there's no point in us being together. Especially if you choose to talk to other people and not me. Cancel it. We're already done. There's no need in trying again. Mm-hmm. You have to believe in something. I myself am a Christian. I understand, and I'm glad to get real biblical, even though I've had some things come out of my mouth. The Bible says you're supposed to be equally yoked. I still feel like you have to have some type of direction in life to know what it is that you're going after. You have to believe in something. So just to be like, I don't believe in nothing, and then the earth is just here because it's here. Okay, cool. If that's what you want to go with, but I'm not going to be arguing back and forth, because I can hit you with some questions that science is not going to answer. And that's just that. Goals. You have to have goals. You have to be ambitious. You have to actually work towards them. I'm the type, we can be in the same position, like y'all said, starting from the bottom, now we're here. I myself, college, no car, wasn't working, any of that stuff. And then, now people might think I'm still not doing anything because I'm just working in a department store with a degree, but it's I'm still going after things. It's not like I just gave up and just stopped doing. So even if it takes a while, you're working on it, you're going through the steps to get there. I see that you're doing it, so we're good. I'm not going to sit there and press you about it. Just keep up with it, and then everything should be good. And as they said, family oriented. I am big on family. Have my spats with my family and everything, because that's just what it is. You're gonna argue with family, but I don't want to hear no stuff about like your mama wasn't this, your mama wasn't that. At some point, at some age, like you're gonna have to let that go, because if your life is flourishing, then it is what it is. You did your part, and all you can do is just be like, you know, God or whomever you believe in was looking out for me. Moving forward with the deal breakers. So you've all said your standards. What are some things that would cause you to not even look forward to being in a relationship with that person? Even if like conversation is great or something like that, what is that one or few things that'll be like, okay, we've got to shut this off?
If they don't want kids. That's my ultimate deal breaker for me. I absolutely love kids. I mean, I'm a teacher, you know, and I want my own. So if somebody or Chad were to say, you know, I don't think I want kids. Okay, you know, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, that's my one thing. Like, I always wanted a family.
Which is understandable. That should start in the beginning, because that's not something that's just gonna be like, oh, over time we're just not gonna
Like,
have
by the way, yeah.
Dashia D.
I wish I just had an answer. Like, I don't think I have one thing, but maybe my main thing would just be someone who I can't trust.
That is big.
Yeah, in order for me to be vulnerable with you, I have to feel like I can trust you. If I can't trust you, then what are we doing?
That's true.
That really is like I think that's the whole like umbrella of it all, is the trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tre'Dub.
So for me, two things: marriage, and if your personality is like horrible, like you're like a bona fide asshole, like like marriage is definitely the goal for me when I'm dealing with anyone at this point. It's just like I'm just ready to, you know, settle down, which is early for me to say at my age. But yeah, that, and then like personality is a big thing for me. Like you don't have to have as big as mine, but definitely like if you're an asshole, or if you're one of those people who's like, I'm not mean, I'm just bold. I hate that so much. Or
Some
like,
people
oh,
that's
I'm
just
just
like,
blunt.
this is just how I am.
I'm like,
We'll stop that.
No, can't deal with it, because we gonna be fussing too much. Like, because I was in a relationship like that, and I was over it. Yeah, I like fell out of love quickly. So yeah, that's me. Ooh, child.
So mine would have to be, like I said, for my standards. Deal breaker would be communication. If we can't talk, then there's no point in us being together. Cheating, everybody's like, you're so shallow for this, but I don't care if it's one time. You made that decision to go out and do what you did, so I'm making the decision to end it. Don't bring me no damn flowers. I don't want no jewelry. Don't bring me no J's. I'm a big foodie. You can sit here and bring me soul food for all I care. I'm gonna still eat the shit, but I'm not taking you back. And like that's just dead. I can't do that. You made the conscious decision to go and lay up with somebody else, and now you want to cry and be like, well, I realized what I did. You should have thought about that before your ass even went to go and do it. So that's canceled. And also what Trey said is personality. I myself, as we said in past episode, am an introvert. But if you're gonna be with me or around people that I know, don't be stuck in your phone 24/7. Make a conscious effort to try to engage or talk to somebody, even with my family. Like, just say small things to let them know, like, I'm here, I'm willing to do this for her because I want her. And I'll do the same for you. Now, I might not agree with everything your family says, but I sit there and have a conversation with them and be polite.
Yeah.
Go
ahead. No, go ahead, Dashia.
I was gonna say the cheating thing goes back to trust. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to be with someone where you feel the urge to check their phone or call them constantly when they're out because you don't know what they're doing and who they're doing it with? I see a lot of memes and people that we've gone to school with lately who say things like, that's just insecure if you going through somebody's phone. No, that means you don't trust them because they made you not trust them. I don't think anybody jumps to something like, what you doing? view it. I don't think anyone jumps to conclusions unless they have given you a reason to believe that. Me personally, I don't.
It's not even that. You have people that have went through that stuff before and they try to move forward. Yeah, so you have people that have went through and they try to move forward, but some things are hard, because I recently went through that, and I don't think she'll mind me talking about this, but when my friend and I went out to happy hour, I forgot, and I took the blame for it, that we had this conversation months in advance. She was like, if you go out, I'm fine with the group setting, but y'all two alone, I'm not sure about. So I said myself, I was like, we wouldn't be in that situation. And I forgot that I said that. And it made her feel some type of way, because she had went through something like that in her past, where someone had did something with someone else and act like it was nothing and all nonchalant about it. And it kind of had her tensed up. So I had to let her know, like, and reassure her that's not me. And of course she was afraid because drinking was involved. And I was like, nope, drinks, no drinks. I still don't want that. Him and myself, we look at each other like family. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I made sure I came back, called her, I snapped so everybody can see, like, hey, nothing, it's happening. We're in here tripping, just geeking. Nothing more, nothing less. Mm-hmm. Other people that just want to check your phones for no reason, I think sometimes they want to just create that story. And being that you want to create that story, that person is going to give you that story just because you're being annoying. And I'm not that person. So that's another deal breaker. Don't be extra petty with me. I can be petty, but don't be that type of petty where you're like, where you was looking for it, so I made it real. No, bitch, that's not how this shit works.
I have a question for Dashia and Megan about trust.
Yes.
So do you think it's the person's responsibility to show the person that they can trust them? Or is it the other person's responsibility to kind of just get over it and realize that every relationship is different?
Both.
So like, yeah. So like what Megan was talking about, do you think it's your responsibility to overshow her? Like, look, I'm not doing nothing. Like, I promise, or is it their responsibility to be doing like, look, it's somebody else. Like, I just have to start over, And I know it's easier said than done, but.
I'll let Dashia D go first.
I was still processing. I don't know. I think it's a combination of things. I do think that if you are going to go into a new situation knowing that you've been cheated on in the past, it is up to you to be self-aware that is a thing for you. And that you cannot punish somebody else for what someone else did to you in the past. You just can't do that. It's not fair. So I think that's the second part of what you said. But I also think that person knowing that you've been through that, I feel like they should make an effort to reassure you, I guess. But this is the thing that popped into my head. A couple I think about a lot is like Rashida and Kirk. With this topic, everybody rolled their eyes.
Because listen, I hope I don't run into them in Atlanta.
So,
I really don't.
Many couples like them, they've been together for 20 plus years. Something like that, a very long time, multiple children, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. He cheats. This is my thing.
I cheated too, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going with what they first shared.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or she cheated, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have opinions like, oh, girl, you dumb. You shouldn't be with him. He did this to you, da-da-da-da-da. My thing is this. That's up to that person whether they choose to stay or go. But if you are making the conscious decision to stay in that relationship, then you have to move forward. I don't understand people who choose to stay and then they're checking the phone. They're calling them 24/7. They are accusing them left and right. That's what I don't get. Because if you don't trust, once again, what I said, trust. If you don't have trust, then you're just going to be paranoid that they're doing something all the time. That's why I couldn't stay personally. I couldn't stay with somebody because I'm like, I'll never look at you the same.
I actually have a follow-up on that, which is like long relationships like this, when cheating does happen, I really hate, and y'all can let me know what y'all think about this, when people that have been in a relationship for 20 plus years and then like the cheating happens, but they stay for the sake of the children. How do y'all feel about that? I personally hate that shit. But like,
I don't like it because one, using Rashida and Kirk as an example, I feel like that situation is already toxic. Like they said before, knowing about Rashida cheating or whatever, it was constantly Kirk did this, and this, and it's like all the proof is there. So for them to say they're staying for the sake of the children, like, honey, that's all over TV now. It's out. It's there. It's plastered on everything for them to know when they grow up. So it doesn't matter. As for quote unquote regular people, it really depends on the situation. Some people really do stay together for the kids, and the fact that money can be scarce once they separate, and it'll only work for the time being. I believe that once they get a certain age, and it's like, okay, like we did this, we didn't want, to mix y'all up into it. And if they can have casual conversations and leave that other stuff aside, then cool. But if y'all know for a fact that y'all are gonna start tossing the kids into it and all this other stuff, like that's when it's like, we just doing this for the kids. And it's like, no, you're not. Like, y'all are doing this to put on a show for everybody else, because y'all not even thinking about the kids. Like, they hear y'all arguing 24/7. Y'all always combative and all this other stuff. And now they're at school like, my parents can't get along. And some kids internalize that, and it's like, I think it's because of me, because they're arguing about me, and I'm so confused right now. So it really depends on people. If they can be mature enough to actually make that work for the sake of the kids, and the time like they're legal and they leave, fine. I'm sure it'll hurt the kids, because the kids was like, I never thought this was happening. And I mean, I figured they argue, but not to this extent, or what happened. And then you have those wretched parents that just want to be out there. Well, your daddy's a cheater and he ain't shit. Go ask your daddy what he did. It's like, no, just, you decided to stay, so why be upset about it?
Period.
If you really thought, she or he, if you really thought that this was not going to work, and you feel like you would have been a better parent and all this stuff, is like, some things had to change, and it just is what it is. Once you get older, you understand, and you realize we did something to better your life. Done.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It depends on the age for me. Like, if you got kids, I would say 2 and 3 who are too young to understand, just go ahead and separate. But if they're anywhere, like, I would say even between 5 and like high school-ish, if they get divorced, like, the kid might feel like, oh, it's something I did, or my parents are divorced, so now I'm angry or whatever.
Yeah.
But after they're 18 and they can be on their own, there ain't no more kids. It's because y'all want to keep it together for y'all. But
I just really hate that. And besides Rashida and Kirk, I've seen other like couples that have been together for a long time, and situations happen and they want to stick around for the sake of the children. I'm like, you sound dumb as hell. Like
them children, first of all, they could care less about what y'all got going on and all this other stuff. But it is what it is.
I think ultimately, to wrap it up, you need to be self-aware. You need to know what it is that you need. What are your deal breakers? What are the things that you're willing to tolerate? And what are you willing to tolerate and not? But I'm interested to hear more about what you guys think. So comment below. What are your deal breakers? What are your relationship standards? What are you looking for in a partner? Join us every Monday.
Like,
subscribe,
comment,
and gas us up.
Hey.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.